on by Chandler Moore, just in line with what we were talking about earlier on. We pray that it has ministered to you. So at this moment, we are going to be looking at the newspapers. Welcome back. This is Hope at Dawn.
Right. This is the Daily Nation.
Yes.
And they go with the headline, Linda Mwananchi, we smell a rat. And there is a photo there of Nairobi governor, not governor, but Senator Edwin Sifuna, Siaya Governor James Orengo, Embakasi East MP Babu Owino.
Yes.
And they say National Assembly's Defense Committee Chair Nelson Koech claims slogan evokes paramilitary imagery. And fight back, stung by the revelation of a formal bid to transform their campaign slogan, Linda Mwananchi, into a party. An ODM faction allied to embattled Secretary General Edwin Sifuna has petitioned the Registrar of Political Parties to reject the application, stating it has been lodged without their knowledge. The group that includes Governor James Orengo and Embakasi East MP Babu Owino argues registration of the party, named after their populist movement, would expose the public to fraudsters. So that's a story that is on pages 4 and 5. And I tell you, Kenyans, so someone already has rushed to the Registrar of Political Parties. Hata hii Linda Mwananchi inaweza kuwa chama. So we wait and see whether the Registrar of Political Parties will give the go-ahead and Linda Mwananchi becomes a political party. But the gentleman associated with that faction has said they should not allow the same to continue. Right? Still on the front page, which is some good news, especially if you are a police officer, a law enforcement agent.
Oh, wow.
This is because there is a pay rise. Pay rise for police and prisons officers. Now, the final statement, or rather the final installment of a 3-year salary increment for National Police Service, Kenya Prison Service, and National Youth Service officers will be implemented in July, with the entry-level pay for new police recruits set to rise by 44%. All right. So 48%, this is the percentage by which the salary of a police constable, the lowest cadre in the National Police Service, is set to increase.
The lowest.
The lowest.
Wow. Almost double, like half of.
Yes, almost we added to almost half, 50%.
I tell you.
Now here we have different grades. So from grade 1 or through to grade 12.
12, yeah.
Yeah, so the lowest, the previous maximum was 38,000. The new maximum will be 57,700. So
that's the lowest.
That's the lowest. Yeah, the highest will be taking home 345,850. That is if you're in grade 12. So police officers, law enforcement agencies, smiling all the way to the bank.
What? The god of the police officers.
I know, right? Yeah. But remember, that's before KRA.
So ako ka increment.
Yeah. KRA is also smiling all the way.
He's also smiling.
As they see the increment.
They are like, wow. So hata sisi kuna ka increment. Pia wao wanajua kuna increment.
Exactly. Something is coming.
Aki.
Yeah. All right. So that's the front page. Also still on the front page, state to borrow 2 trillion shillings annually over 3 years. Wow. So a parliamentary report projects the country's public debt will increase by 5.9 trillion shillings to 15.7 trillion shillings by June 2029, piling more financial pressure on Kenyans.
Oh my.
Yeah. And still, you remember there was an IPO, that is the Kenya Pipeline IPO.
Yes.
And they are saying here, fruitful Kenya Pipeline IPO fetches 106 billion shillings. So the Kenya Pipeline Company's initial public offering has received a 105.7% subscription rate, handing the state more than the targeted 106 billion shillings. That is covered on the front page, but also inside the pages of the Daily Nation. And then I see here 7-match winning streak. Gor sends it is their time again. So you can read that. It is on the sports section of the Daily Nation.
All right, allow me to get straight to the Standard. And the top page here has a very interesting headline. Ruto's Spanagal.
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 Not the Spana Boys.
We. Haya, wacha tusikie inasemaje.
Yes.
Is ODM being repackaged as President William Ruto's 2027 campaign machine? Quite interesting. As party chair Gladys Wanga openly drums up support for Ruto's re-election, seemingly at the expense of the party she leads. Insiders whisper of a high-stakes gamble that could trade the soul of the Orange Democratic Movement for a shot at the deputy presidency. With her juggernaut moving without breaks, it is only a matter of time before the Raila party faces its moment of reckoning. A story covered on page 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Ndio maana anaitwa Ruto's
Spanagal.
Spanagal, the one and only Gladys Wanga. And you see the strategy here. Number one, I see alignment. So Wanga is actively campaigning for President William Ruto's re-election in 2027, signaling a strategic partnership between sections of ODM and also UDA. Number two, ambition. Analysts are suggesting Wanga may be positioning herself for a higher office, potentially the deputy presidency, leveraging her influence within ODM. Number three of the strategy is aggression. Her moves have created friction with ODM, with resignations, sidelined allies, and criticism from some leaders highlighting factional divides and resistance to her approach. Quite interesting.
So according to the Standard, the reason why she's doing this is because it's for her benefits.
For her benefits.
For her own benefits.
I tell you.
Yeah, it's called politics. You need to
politics.
Position yourself.
Position yourself. Sema tu vitu, sema tu kikitu kinashtua watu.
So, position.
Where zinaitwa strategies.
Yeah.
I think now we just need to grab our popcorns because we don't know what to expect anymore.
The season that we are now entering is a very, especially Kenyan politics, it's a very interesting. Very interesting space that we are entering, but also it's also a space that also as Kenyans we need to rise above certain things.
Exactly. We should know better.
We should know better.
Yeah.
And we should not vote in people just because of slogans, just because they are fighting with a certain politician that maybe you do not align with. It's about policies. It's about what they have done, especially those who are the incumbent.
Yeah.
Those who are MPs, MCAs, senators, women rep, governors. For the 5 years, 10 years that they have been in office, what have they done for the area that they represent? It is not the noisiest, if you ask me.
Yeah.
It is, have they improved the welfare of the people?
Exactly.
It is about the people.
Exactly.
That should be the deciding factor.
And
it is not
also-
who is shouting the loudest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also not the one who is improving the welfare towards elections.
No, that's a gimmick.
It has to be
That's
consistent.
PR. Yes, from the time they
should
were
be
voted in.
consistent.
Not just now you have woken up 18 months to the election and you are like, by the way, I'm an
kabarabara
MP. Kuna
sijaimaliza.
kabarabara. Because saizi, with lightning speed, they are
Everywhere.
doing everything so that waonekana wako busy. We know your ways.
Yes.
We know you.
Will not be
We
deceived.
will not be deceived. All right.
Yes, Business Daily,
banks, CBK fight over CS node for cuts in loan rates. Regulator calls for immediate cuts in loan rates. Lenders say CBK directive exposes them to legal risks. And also I see oil marketers, individuals shun oversubscribed KPC IPO. And then sugar prices dip sharply after end of COMESA safeguards. Jubilee plans a special dividend from 4.5 billion shillings Allianz Arena. Absa Bank lifts dividend 17% on profit growth. And so it seems if you had invested in some of these, shares, it is now time for you to reap. Jubilee planning special dividend from 4.5 billion Allianz. Absa Bank lifting dividend 17% on profit growth. And I hope we usually have conversations on Mondays, financial fitness, where we are encouraged not to eat the seed, so that now when you invest in shares and all, saizi now people are smiling.
I tell compounding effect.
Compounding effect. Yes. So if you had bought shares maybe 2,000 worth, saizi kuna kakitu because of the dividends that they will be getting this month.
Yes.
If you belong to a SACCO, also the month of March is usually very busy with the AGMs of the different SACCOs, and also expected is an announcement in as far as dividends is concerned. So I hope we
tuzidi
don't tire, don't pole pole to gradual wealth. See him nini grabbing all haraka na haba
hujaza kibaba.
Nilisikia wahenga walisema hivyo,
hawakutupaka mafuta kwa mgongo wa chupa waliposema hivyo. We have never known. We just know they didn't use mgongo wa chupa.
All right.
Wacha tuone video of the day. Hey, Insha. Hey.